Hello, happy Monday to everyone. I hope that everyone is passing a great time. I know right now it's very cold in a lot of places, so I hope that you are all safe and getting warm. So today I have kind of follow-up news from the feature that I showed last week. And if you have seen my LinkedIn page, you have seen that I've been posting news. And with those news, I've been also posting some animations. And those animations, as well as the news, have been generated with Agentic Users. So instead of me doing that alone today, I decided to jump into a live stream as always on Monday and show you exactly how am I doing it. And if anyone is interested on kind of doing it by yourself, go to Agentic Users. There are free credits there, and you can completely basically copy my current workflow and start building these daily posts or multiple day posts related of the industry you're working on. So let's go in. Now I'm going to share my screen, and I always like to use the Tech News Search agent to do most of these live streams. So we're going to go and do the same thing for today. Okay, so this is again the workspace, very high level, top left section. We have the assistants. The assistants are quick agents, quick artificial intelligence personas that you can talk to, and they reply in different kind of perspective. On the left side, we have the agents. Right now, I have just the tech news search card visible because I have others, but they're hidden right here. And in the manager side, we have the LinkedIn managers. And now, by now, I have kind of tuned and improved the LinkedIn manager to write the prompts that I will then use to generate the animations, as well as after generating the LinkedIn post. So let's see what the agent found for today. We go to the mailbox, and today, which is January 2026, 26, we have this latest report from the venture capital. And from yesterday, we have these news. So what I'm doing is basically I am copying this into my like copy paste thing. I go into the manager, and right now I have created here. So I'm going to create a subfolder 2026 January 26th. And there you go. On it, I'm going to follow the same folder that I have. So I have LinkedIn, prompt, and raw. On raw, I'm going to basically just copy and paste what I got from the agent. So this is the news. I'm going to go right here, raw. Put these three things here, and I'm going to save it. And I'm going to save it as raw. And save. Now it's under this folder, and I'm going to then go and grab the venture capital news from today specifically. So I'm just going to copy this. I think I'm going to update this agent to not send me the table. It's very cool and easy to read, and that's why I decided to request the format like this. But for the agent news, it's not the best. So I'm going to go here again, go back, raw. I'm just going to add here technology details, and everything now it's here. It's kind of messy, and for me to read all this is simply messy. So I'm going to save again. I'm going to go and I want to check this one. Just follow the same format. And here's what I want to show you. I have already modified this agent here to, from the prompts, from the content, generate everything. So I specify the role, I specify the instructions, things that I want to add, things that I do not want to add into the generation. So I work out this prompt and just add it here, like the system instructions. And now I go back to the workspace, and this is something very cool. Help me, I have LinkedIn, this is the post, this is the prompt for the animation. So if I go here and now I click here, you say help me to generate the animation prompt for the next news. And I just do raw, and I think it's this one. Yeah, it's the closest one. And let's see if it's work. I'm just going to send it, and now it's thinking about it. Then meanwhile, the feature, I'm just going to go a quick view here. I have this hello world, and I just did a quick test before, and it allows you to generate this type of animation. So I'm going to close it right now, and there you go. So the way that it generated the prompt, it provided context about what we're doing, and I specified this on the news. On the system instructions here also you see that since I want to have transitions on the animation, it specifies like, hey, this is the first phase, which is the first kind of view, then suggested transitions and more. Dynamic view, geometric effects, zoom out. Okay, let's trust what the assistant, like the manager, generated, and now I'm going to go to the generate animations. I'm going to first try just to generate one, and one cool thing is that you are able to specify the ratio. I have found that for LinkedIn, the ratio that I like the most is standard. It's like kind of landscape, and a little bit wider than taller. So I'm going to go with this one and animate it because I want to have not just a static image. I want to have a video, and I'm going to just simply copy all that here for the animation. Since we have how many faces, like 6 faces, I'm just going to give a few seconds for it. So let's make it 18 seconds. No, let's do 20 because the instructions are specifying like a warm up and a call to actions. And one of the things that you can also do is to provide images for references. So right now on my computer, I don't have any from Agentic Users, but let's do this. I'm just going to screenshot Agentic Users logo, and it's going to be saved on my computer. And I always go and do this. I'm going to go into my landing page, and let's try to copy something. I'm just going to take a screenshot of these to get kind of the theme. And now I'm going to use those images for the generation. I'm going to go here. I know that it's on my desktop, so this is the logo. And visual references, use this logo on the top left section, and yeah, top left section, just like that. Now it's going to try to basically use the fonts, identify which font am I using on my logo, and replicating it with code. For the, okay, this one I'm going to leave it like that. Now I'm going to add the one we got for the kind of landing page. Now I want to extract colors. No, yeah, okay, layout, no, for sure. I don't not want to have this kind of layout of a news here. Typography, nope, let's make it different. Let's just extract the style. Yeah, maybe the style. Okay. Oh no, I made a mistake here. I'm not going to use this once, any of this. I'm going to go here, and now here I'm going to change. I just want to get, I'm just going to get the style, the colors, the style. There you go. Okay. And now I'm just going to send it. It takes a little, quite some seconds. I'm going to close this, and there you go. Send. So the big prompt is being sent, and now it is being generated. And this animation, it really depends on the complexity of the task, but it usually takes 30 seconds, a minute to generate it. And yeah, okay. On the meanwhile, I'm just going to close this. It's going to be running there. I want to show you with more details the prompt that I made for this manager. So I'm just going to simply go to draft, go here, workspace. I'm going to show it to you. So this is following best practices for agentic models. So it's not specifying only kind of the role of the AI. You should always also specify kind of instructions, knowledge bases, core features, and output formats. And I did this by following Gemini's best practices, big fan of Google. And in this way, with only one like very well careful craft system instruction, I'm able to get specifically what I need to generate the animations. Now let's see if it's ready. There we go. So if I want to see it in bigger, I can just open it here, and this is the animation. That's quite cool, right? So right now, it is showing my logo. It is showing also on the top right section the day, and it's making all these kind of transitions, showcasing everything that we have specified. And yeah, actually, it's pretty cool. I'm going to do something else, because one of the things that I like of using AI is sometimes giving more freedom of creativity. So I'm going to use the same agent to, like the same conversation that I have, to not specify the transitions, because as you can see on my current prompt, there are some transitions specified. So I'm going to go to interactions and continue this interaction. And we have a raw. We have here, let's create the document for prompt. Save, there you go. If you want to see it in a markdown, there's it, but no. And okay, this is good, but generate it again completely without specifying the. Oh, actually, let's just use the feature of dictation. Ta-da-da, ta-da-da. Help me to generate again the complete prompt for the animation, but do not specify specific transitions. I want to provide more flexibility to the algorithm to define which specific transition method should use. So generate again completely all phases, warm up, oral animation, etc. that you have already generated, but do not specify the transition type. Just like that, it is transcribing what I said, and there you go. I'm going to send it, and it is crafting again the prompt using the knowledge from the news and with this small tweak that I specified. Now I'm going to test this one. Let's open again this, and I'm going to replace the prompt. There you go. Since I am quite happy with the kind of a style reference that I got. Like my logo is here. This looks like was more like bounding boxes from the general transition type. I think it's going to be good. But now let's upscale to generate 3 variants at the same time. And now we're generating 3. One thing that I do want to mention is that you can do a lot of iterations without worrying a lot about the cost. You can see that right now I have only used 34% of my free tier, like on Agentic Users, and I've been doing this for months. So you can sign up, use these credits, and if you're kind of out of credits, just sign up $10 a month, and you get 100 credits. So that's a lot of usage that you can do without worrying about increasing your cost. So let's wait. And I want to take this time to explain some of the things that I want to improve. I want to, before that, I want to now add kind of a branding or material folder for if C references things like your logo and more on the general profile. There you go. Let's see what it generated. Stay ahead of the curve. Okay, right now it generated this call to action that is basically blocking the animation. That wasn't cool. So, okay, this one looks better. Kind of like it. Oh, nice. This one is cool. This one of the things that I have realized that I am not specifying in my current prompt how big the text should be. So when I publish this on LinkedIn, it looks like it is very small and it's not easy to read. So I'm going to specify that the text should be bigger. And I'm just going to add it right here. Make the text bigger. Take no take all available space. Okay, let's do it again and run it. I'm simply specifying that. And from here, I also want you to understand that, like kind of share that there is prompt caching in the algorithm. So for example, right now, I just added things at the end of the prompt, and that will be useful to save on cost. So you can do multiple iterations with a huge savings on credits. So yeah, I'm giving kind of full benefit from caching from the AI provider, like the LLM provider, Gemini in this case, to the user. Now I think it does look better. Okay, it looks bigger. I like transitions. Yeah, this one is also very cool. I'm going to close the other ones. Let's see. Okay, this one is also, I think I like this one more than the previous one. This one's also great, but I don't like as much the transition. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with this one. I like the random strings lines on the back. I like the size of the text. And one of the things that, for example, I did not specify, and those are the things that I think I will add to the generation kind of memory. If the user wants to add its company logo, it understands the it already has the domain. It doesn't kind of add it up, made it up. Okay, I'm going to use this one. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah. So now I want to save it to have it simply for reference in the future. So I'm going to save it here. I go to LinkedIn, root folder, 2026, the 26th, and these are random kind of styles that I'm generating. But let's just put it here. I'm going to save it like that. It's already in the folder of LinkedIn from today. So now it's saved. I can export it directly from here, but I'm just going to better do it from here. So this is another view, and I do the export. The exports do take some time, so I'm going to talk about something else during that time. And start. So this is an export that I did earlier, and that will be running there for like a 2 minutes thing. Uh, Now, let's think about what else to talk about. Okay, I'm going to go and check if anyone is on the live stream. I see someone's here. Amazing. Uh, Great to see someone interacting. And there are a few things that I am considering based on some feedback that I got. Um, First, I think it's too much information on the landing page overall. I do like it like this, and I mentioned it before, but it is simply too much. So I'm going to be working on cutting down the text and hoping that people will uh, understand based on kind of all the crafting that I will do just to sign up and then maybe do a video introduction, something to facilitate the understanding of the product without all these texts because I don't think it's working. Other thing that I'm going to improve, and actually I don't know if I should completely change how this thing is kind of format. I really like the idea of agents, managers, and assistants, but I think the managers naming is not very good because when you say agents now the general kind of language understands that AI agent, but managers, AI managers, it is basically an agent that I did specify here with different features, for example connecting the agents to it, but right now I think it's not the language that I think it's better, and I am thinking about changing it to workspaces. So you have agents that are the ones that go and do the work on the real world. Then you have workspaces, and in the workspaces, instead of having here kind of this predefined prompt, um, that helps to can do the thing that, for example, we are currently doing. I am thinking if I make it a workspace and you are able to drag and drop the assistant that you want to use inside this interface, this chat. So that's something that I'm thinking of. I haven't decided, but I think it's very cool because you can easily switch between assistants, and maybe on the future I can have agentic users having agentic users assistants having a conversation between them inside a workspace. And let's see, it's okay, there you go. Amazing. Now I don't let that, and it's ready. I'm going to ask now for the LinkedIn post. Amazing, that worked perfectly. Now I want you to generate the LinkedIn post. Let's send it like that, and there you go. Let's see. Yeah, let's say it looks cool. I'm going to go to LinkedIn, I'm going to go to my feed, I'm going to go to my page. And let's create a new post. Create a post right here. I'm going to copy and paste it. And I don't like to have title, so I'm just going to remove it. We're synced, redefine, don't miss out the top stories. One thing that I am going to also improve the prompting for is to not include this type of markdown references, since then I have to remove them. And one of the things that it is working very fine is that the agent, it is actually finding news that are not widely distributed, especially regarding LATAM and Europe venture capital. So when I tag these companies here, usually gets some views, and that's cool. Let's see if one of the things that I'm just going to do is to check if this is the company that it is from the news. It is the one that, yeah, it looks like it's the correct one. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. OpenAI, for sure, OpenAI. OpenAI, critical. This is no. Now we go. Okay, multiple defense companies. And we just get from here. Let's see if that is the company. Okay, let's try to see the. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. Verify it later. And glass point. Is the same one? Yes. And ENIQ. Skyward Technology. Let's go here. 60 minutes ago, that's amazing. Like it's right. Yeah. And Soho PC. Okay. And now looks amazing. And one of the things that I'm just adding manually for now, I'll probably add it to the prompt later, is to, I'm going to save this, and is to add that it was created with link with Agentic Users. Found and created with Agentic Users. Let's go here. There we go. Let's go to Agentic Users. And now let's add our video. One of the recommendations from LinkedIn is to actually update the naming of the files that you are using. So Agentic Users. 2026, 01, 26. Now I'm just going to simply upload the video, MP4. Okay, I have to select it. So I'm going to put it on my desktop. There you go, you can see it here. Looks pretty cool. I like the format, like the colors. Okay, and that's all. It is then posted, and there you go. Now I will refresh here to see how it looks. And it looks good. So if I go to all my posts, there you go. So those are that is kind of the workflow that I have. If you want to do something similar for, let's say, agriculture, let's say social media, let's say any specific niche that you are in, you can create an agent, very simple, to go and do the research for you, and then you do this process. And yes, for sure, this can also be in the future automated if I see some push from people that want to have this full pipeline. So at the time that they log in into Agentic Users, they already have, I don't know, 5 different animations, and they just select the one that they want to publish. And now let's go full page with me and end this thing. Okay, this is not it. This is it. Now let's, I don't know, first, like the post. If you were on the live, comment there like I was on the live, and we can go there. Okay, so that's everything for today. Thank you for anyone that joined. And again, go to agenticusers.com and create your agents and use this latest new generative kind of content tool to keep sharing and keep learning with others. Thank you so much.